Hello Aquarius, how's everybody doing? We are here with a timeless reading. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing your guides encouraging you to get to work or to keep working, to sort of like put your head down and continue with what you've been doing. I'm seeing you making major progress here. That's definitely the first thing that's being noted. So if you've been wondering, like, am I getting anywhere? I'm definitely seeing you are. There may be some other things that you've been putting on hold in order to focus on this, but I'm getting that. Okay, so for some of you, you could feel like the growth is not happening as quickly as you want, but it's because it's going into multiple different streams is what I'm seeing. And that's why, but I'm getting them like all be growing. Basically, it's like this. You have an amount of energy to give, and if you focus like most of your energy on one thing, then that thing is going to like grow very quickly, okay? If you are focusing it, spreading out to like 3 different things, those things may grow more slowly than if you had just been focusing on one, but they're all still making progress. You see what I'm saying? So you give 100% of your energy to something, it's going to grow at that pace. You give 33% of your energy to 3 different things, they're going to grow a bit slowly, but they're all going to steadily be growing. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this be like a steady pushing out, a steady growing that's happening. So yeah, something, it may not be happening as quickly as you want, but it's because your energy is sort of fanned out right now, and it is definitely working, okay? And I'm not seeing any sign for you to stop. It seems like it's very multifaceted, whatever this is that you're doing. And I'm seeing this just be like layer upon layer upon layer of experience even that you're gaining here through this process. It's like I'm seeing a lot happening simultaneously for you. But you may feel, because it's not just like one concentrated effort on like a singular thing, you may be like, is something happening? I'm seeing like a lot is happening. It's just moving at your own type of pace. And it's all on time as well. These things that you have going on, I'm seeing them be well established here. Like there's definitely a sense of foundation. Even if it's not exactly where you want it to be, it's the direction that it's heading in. This seems too like something that's connected with your passion, your creativity, your abilities, your sense of presence, your individuality, and you learning how to maneuver that, how to channel that. It seems too like with progress and experience, you're like coming more and more into your energy, like being able to own that and being able to find more like confidence within that too, within like maybe your skill set, how you're addressing and expressing yourself, especially through the mediums that you express yourself through, that you channel your energy through. Yeah, your guys are just saying to be patient. I'm seeing this ultimately be like you that you're investing in here. And the further exploration and understanding of self. Okay, so something that you've been investing in, right? I'm seeing that this has been a bit of a process. It's going to continue to be a bit of a process, but you're getting like information about what you've been currently been investing in. I'm seeing a very bright blue here. Yeah, this is like communication or information that you're getting that's coming through. It's specifically about what you've been investing in, like what you've been channeling, that sort of thing, what you've been building. what you've been sort of waiting on, being like, this feels like a progress update even about this, about what's coming to fruition. Yeah, the information is just, you're being told to just wait longer. Not wait meaning not doing anything or not moving, but it's just to be patient with the process and with the progress that you're making, because I'm seeing like a lot is happening, but you may not be seeing, you may feel like you're still like far from the completion of something, but I'm getting like stuff is definitely happening. For some of you, you're going to see something in the fall. I'm getting like October time. It seems too like you have to be patient. Like, I'm getting your guides come through and communicate with you, but it doesn't happen all the time. So I'm seeing you also have to be patient for that, because it's like when you need new information or when you need any sort of information or even updates about what's happening, I'm seeing they come through, but you also have to be patient too with the information when it comes in, you undressing and like decoding the information when it comes through in an unclear way, and just sitting with it and knowing too that everything is happening as it's supposed to. Like, there's nothing that you're supposed to be doing that you're not doing right now. I'm seeing you be very much on track. It's about trusting yourself through this process, constantly expressing yourself, staying true to yourself, not negotiating on your values, not changing to appeal to somebody else. It's all about just like staying true to you and your process and everything that you're learning through this, and to continue forward. And you want to keep getting your information from sources as well that are sort of like instilling the like integration of this process as well. Like, you don't want to tap into anything that's making you feel like you need to rush, or like you're not on time, or that you're going to lose something, or like anything that's associated or influenced by like fear and panic and like on that frequency. Do not tap into it. And if you start observing that in the environment, you have to shut it down. Well, you're being guided to shut down. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, you just want to sync up to things that are like coaching you through this process, that are like instilling hope, that are like making a safe learning environment for you, and just allowing you the time and respect and space, a safe space, holding you in a safe space to move through your process in a way that works for you. Because it's allowing you to really open yourself up in the ways that you need to, and tap into what you want to be expressing here, rather than feeling like you have to shut down or close down, or that you're being rushed or anything like this. It's about just being very present here to everything that's happening and where you're going. I'm seeing that there's a further plan that's being made, but I'm not seeing, this is something that's going to unfold like organically and naturally is what I'm seeing. So you just being present, it seems it's going to make that, yeah, available to you. Just being receptive. Because I'm also seeing you make progress in that regard. Like, many of you, I'm seeing you really identify, for lack of a better term, with your energy of creativity and wanting to express that in whatever way you do, which like some of you it's through art, it's through like any type of creativity or creation. It can be the way that you speak, it can be the way that you dress, it can be something that you produce, it can be something that you've been working on here physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever this is for you that you kind of have a hand in. I'm seeing that as you've been like gaining the confidence and like allowing yourself the freedom to express yourself as you are, rather than trying to tweak or change yourself to sort of embrace you, there's also something that's like raising frequency wise when it comes to your receptivity and your ability to feel things and understand how you want to then go about expressing that. So it's taking something internally that's processing and pushing it outward through this mechanism of your body, your speech, what you're creating, things of that nature. But I'm seeing it be a process that's taken a lot of patience and a lot of grace as well, because as there's this like opening up of the heart chakra, it's doing the personal work on you, which is also then extending to the people that you're connecting with too, and even touching through the work that you're doing. And how your work that you're doing can just be how you're living your daily life, you know, like making your life a canvas in that way. It doesn't need to be like a book that you're writing, although for some of you, you are writing a book, multiple books, but it doesn't only need to be like that. Like, you raise frequency and you raise vibration by setting an example and just emitting that energy. So you like walking by a tree and like gazing at it with love is going to change things, you know, it's going to alchemize in the way that it will. So you don't even need to be, it's like the sentiment of like before your spiritual awakening, you do the things that you do, and then after your spiritual awakening, many of us still do the same things that we've been doing, but we do it in a different way. Like, we carry that energy with us now that is infused into the things that you do. Chop wood, carry water, all of that. So yeah, you just being here and doing your thing makes a big change. Just holding the light and holding the frequency. Okay. So there is something emotionally that I'm seeing you work through. I'm seeing that there's a healing process that's happening, but something had been taking place between, it looks like you and another feminine figure. Remember, all of us have masculine and feminine. This is just speaking specifically about your feminine energy, which is solely an aspect of you, of each of us. Something had happened between you and this person. It would have felt unpleasant. I'm getting like a rough feeling between the two of you. I'm seeing a tower as well. The tower can be associated with, hold on. There's going to be a bit of a shakeup if this hasn't happened already. But I'm seeing that, okay, so somebody that, we're just going to say that you're the Queen of Wands here, okay? So you may be somebody that you sort of just like do your own thing, okay? You're not really looking for the acceptance of anyone else for the most part. It's like something that's being unlearned, right? So you're just out here doing your thing, right? You can have somebody coming to you that's very identified within their water energy, and so something about you may have potentially triggered this person, or something happened, which I'm not necessarily seeing this be your responsibility, because how this person feels is their responsibility, but it looks like there's something that was mutually shared between the two of you that may have rubbed both of you guys the wrong way, actually, because I'm seeing water and fire here. And so to the water energy, this feminine water energy, the fire energy can be a bit abrasive and just like, why'd you have to say it like that, you know, like kind of offensive, maybe like less touchy-feely. It can be, water energy can sometimes perceive fire energy as being like making something a joke, when like the water energy was sensitive about that, you know. And then the fire energy can look at the water energy and be like, wow, you're taking everything so personally. I didn't mean it like that. You know, it's like that sort of back and forth between the two of these energies. So I don't know which one you identify with. We're just saying you're the fire energy. And if you're the other one, then that one is your storyline. Anyway, something had happened between these two figures, and I'm seeing something had been sort of bubbling to the surface, but it needed to be addressed, and that's why the Tower is here. Because it seems like there could have been something of like an unhealed energy that was like duplicating or manifesting further, and I'm seeing the Tower come through to kind of reset whatever this was that was not intended to continue manifesting, because it would have eventually like led to something that would have needed to get knocked down anyway. So at this point in time, I'm seeing something come through and kind of like wash it away or try to get it out of the way. I'm seeing this Tower be a clearing. Can even be clearing the air between you and this person. This does seem like something that you've made progress, or you've progressed through this situation with this person. So I'm getting that a Tower happens, but then I'm getting there be like a very still period after this. So it may feel like something is coming up and it feels very chaotic because there's energy all over the place. And I'm also seeing the Seven of Cups. So it's like, what's happening? What even am I receiving right now? Like, what does all of this mean? But I'm seeing that the confusion that you may feel, you're meant to just sit with it and transmute it because it's going to make sense. I'm hearing that it's an unburdening. That's what it's being called. It's like this old situation between you and this person. Let's say it like this too. This water, yeah, you're going to be moving out of this. Things are going to be very clear, okay? I'm seeing this is going to be like quite a catalyst for you. I'm also hearing that it's part of your self-organization. The thing with these two energies, and this was also something that was coming through earlier as well, you know, sometimes like if you're the one that's within this fire energy, you can be like out living your life how you want to, and it's something that you've given yourself permission to do, and this water energy may want something from you. And this is somebody that you have, like, you care for this person, okay? There's love between the two of you guys, and you feel like there are similarities between you two that sort of bring you together. This water energy, like when water is in its shadow, for example, it can be like resentful because it wants somebody to do something and then is like speaking in a passive aggressive manner to them. Like you finally call the person and they're like, wow, like didn't even know you still existed, or like I forgot what your voice sounds like, stuff like that. That's not helpful because it's passive aggressive shaming towards the other person, which then it's like, okay, like you're gonna talk to me like that, I don't want to have this conversation with you anyway. So stuff like that could have been sort of transpiring between the two of you. But what I'm getting is that this is sort of like, as you doing things in the way that you want to, maybe triggering to this person, but it's actually teaching them to do more of what they want to. So you being in the fire energy is teaching this person how more so to step into that and not be so in their shadow water energy. And you could also be learning more about like emotional understanding through your connection with this person. So by them being so sensitive and receptive and so emotional, you're learning to have like empathy in that way, even if you would still rationalize something differently. It's just exposing you to something that you can observe. So there's learning that's happening, and they're also learning from you, even if they're still maintaining like hurt feelings about something, because they're still learning how to have agency and take responsibility for their own emotions rather than project it onto you as if it's your fault because you're just living your life how you want to and you didn't mean any harm within this situation. Okay, so that's basically what's happening. This is like a whole learning process. I'm seeing Mars and I'm also seeing Sagittarius here. So this is about like opening up and spreading up and seeing the big picture and moving in a way that you feel like is in alignment with your morals and in alignment with your integrity, because that's what Sagittarius is connected with. It's like having this code even that you live by, and living in that sense of morality, and also seeking to have a greater understanding and a wider breadth of understanding of others, of yourself, and learning what you can through the situations that you're moving through, and having your aim for taking action be to understand and to embrace more through patience and moving through this experience that you're having with this person. Okay. It seems too like once something emotionally is like navigated through, I'm seeing that, okay, so information comes through. It may seem like a lot, or just there's like a lot to process, or it's a bit unclear and you need to navigate through it. But then I'm seeing once you sit with it and process everything, I'm seeing something click into place, and then everything moves very quickly after that. And then you keep going. So it's kind of like you stop to get gas on your trip that you're on, and this is that moment of stopping to get gas, or to fuel up, or to refuel, and then I'm seeing you're gonna keep going. Okay, just a pit stop. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.